of Asia starts a hospital.
All right, yeah.
Great idea.
Yeah. So Jensen, I switch gear a little bit and ask you something about the leadership. So you have been the longest running CEO in the Silicon Valley, probably by far. 31 years as a CEO?
Almost 32.
Almost 32. And you're not tired?
I'm super tired.
I think somewhere you said
I got here this morning. I'm super tired.
Yeah, you're super tired, but you still keep going. So we, of course, would love to learn from you that, how did you lead such a gigantic organization, NVIDIA of today? The tens of thousands employees, and it's amazing the revenue and the large number of customers, and you reach out. How did you really do that to lead such a large organization and this breaking neck pace?
Well, today, let me just say that today, I was so surprised that there were computational biologists and business.
Yes.
That was
our student degrees.
Yeah, they're students.
Yes.
Usually we see computational biologists go by, you shake their hand, and then you see some business majors, they go by, you shake their hand, and we saw some computational biologists with business majors.
That's right.
I think it's fantastic. I started NVIDIA without ever taking a business course, and to this day, I've never taken a business course.
And you also said that you never finished a business plan.
I've never written a business plan. I have no idea how to write a business plan. I'm counting on all of you to help me write business plans. And and the reason why I'm telling you that is, first of all, I think you want to learn as much as you can, and I'm learning all the time. So the first thing about doing anything that you want to dedicate your life to do, and I consider this my life's work. This isn't a job. This is my life's work. And the idea, the way of thinking about whatever you do as your life's work rather than your job, I think it is a very big difference in your mind. And maybe you're a carpenter, maybe you're an artist, maybe maybe you're a neurosurgeon. You consider it to be your life's work. This is what I'm going to dedicate my life to perfect the craft of. And so NVIDIA is my life's work. I learned a lot along the way. There are a lot of things that, and so I'm not going to spend any time talking about those things. You got lots to learn. If you want to be CEO of a company, you have lots to learn. You have to reinvent yourself constantly. The world is changing all the time. Your company is changing all the time. Technology is changing all the time. Everything that you know today will be useful someday, but it won't be enough, not even nearly enough. And so I spend basically every single day learning. As I was flying over here, I was watching YouTubes, or I was talking to my AI. By the way, get an AI as a tutor. Asking it lots of questions, and it tells me an answer, and I ask, why did you give me that answer? Tell me the answer step by step. Explain it to me in this way. Apply this reasoning to something else. Give me some analogies. Right? There's a lot of different ways to learn, and I use my AI and I torture my AI to teach me. And so there are a lot of ways to learn. But my point is, you're constantly learning. What have I learned about being CEO and leadership? First of all, you're the CEO, you're the leader, but you don't have to know everything. You have to be confident about what you're doing, but you don't have to be certain. Confidence and certainty are not the same idea. It is possible for you to be completely confident in pursuing a direction and allow room for uncertainty. And that room for uncertainty gives you the opportunity to continue to learn.
So profit from uncertainty.
That's right. Uncertainty is your friend, not your enemy. The second thing I would say is that a leader, of course, needs to be strong, because a lot of people are counting on your strength. They feed off of your strength. However, the fact that you're strong doesn't mean you can't be vulnerable. Meaning that if you need help, ask for help. And so I'm constantly asking for help. I don't know how many times I've come to ask you for help. And so vulnerability is not the absence of strength. Uncertainty is not the absence of confidence. And so live in that world where you can be strong and confident, but still be vulnerable and uncertain. And so I think that, that, and then one last idea is don't do it for yourself, do it for everyone else. Leaders are fundamentally trusted when every single decision that is made is in the interest of the mission. It's in interest of others. It's in interest of other people's success. And whether it's people inside the company, my colleagues, my partners, the ecosystem we serve, our supply chain, I'm constantly thinking about other people's success. I'm constantly thinking about what's in their best interest. And just last night, I was flying over here, and somebody asked me, what should we do in this discussion with a very important partner? And I said, well, what would you do? What would you suggest that is in their best interest? And from their best interest, we could decide what to do. I think these ideas probably be helpful.
Yeah, on that point of working with other people, I can't help but asking this question that I asked in my house in May. I said, Jensen, I read somewhere that you actually have 50 direct reports.
Yeah.
And you said, no, Harry, I don't have 50, I have 60.
Yeah.
So you do have 60 direct reports.
Yeah.
And
a staff meeting for me would be like
staff meeting. I'm going to say the staff meeting was like
this
first 4 rows of people here.
Yeah.
How did you do that? That seems like your unique leadership style.
Transparency. I reason in front of everybody what we need to do. We work together to come up with a strategy. Whatever strategy it is, everybody hears at the same time because they were hearing all of us work through the strategy at the same time. And so by the time that there's a direction for the company, a strategy for the company, a decision to make for the company, everybody reasoned about it together. It's not like I went into a forest and came back out with an answer and then everybody's waiting for me to tell them what to do. We reasoned about it. We got to the answer together. And so the only thing that I have to do is to make sure that we all heard the same thing. I'm usually the last person to talk, to describe, based on everything that we've done, this is the direction, and these are the priorities. And to make sure that if there's any ambiguity, I've taken out the ambiguity. Now, once we're all aligned and we all understand what the strategies are, I count on the fact that everybody's an adult. All of the things that I mentioned earlier about my behavior, constantly learning, confident but uncertain, and if they don't know something, I need them to express it. If they need help, I need them to ask us for it. Nobody loses alone. Nobody fails alone. And so, and then everybody else, when they see the same behavior, and they see that it's okay to be vulnerable as a CEO, that as a leader I can ask for help, I can be uncertain, I can be wrong. When they see us do that, then they all can do that. And that is all you expect them to do, is if they need help, say so. But otherwise, I've got 60 people on my staff, and they're the world's best in the world. They're the absolute best in the world. They don't need my help.
Well, all I can say is Jensen seems to be working.